Hello. I am on a Saturday morning walk, and there's all these clearings. It's like similar to the olive maze, but there's all these like paths that you can see behind me, and like, yeah, just kind of a fun exercise that it keeps asking me to pick a path. And today I'm feeling especially grateful for deciding to be here. I think it was a really good decision, and like, yeah, feels like it kind of reminds me of when I chose to go traveling solo in my early 20s, and like how scared I was before, and just like the pure terror of landing in South Africa, or landing, actually I think Colombia was the one where I felt most terrified, and just seeing like jungle and being like, oh crap, like, oh my god, what did I fucked around too much, and what did I get myself into, kind of thing. And it's just been so lovely and so like life-changing, and I'm surrounded by just like a extremely dense like population of creative, incredible, colorful people. And I don't know, I feel like being in spaces where it feels like there's a lot of magical source is like very inspiring and fruitful, and it's asking a lot of questions of me and my life and where I want to take it. And I think the question of like, who am I, that I ask myself a lot. This spirit distillation, this practice, this becoming the most like clear vessel I can be, and in becoming the most clear vessel, also becoming the most like unique combination. Like, this is all leading me to these places. Like, the question is actually leading me to interesting like scenes, interesting communities, that this search is bringing me, and the way I like seek to answer it is bringing me on this journey that I am like so amazed by. And yeah, just like a feeling of like rightness, you know, like I think sometimes I get really caught up in like, oh, do I know my gut, and like my gut instinct, like is it actually, sometimes I have one gut instinct that conflicts with another gut instinct, like what does it mean to like listen to your intuition? But I've also had a few big decisions in my life where like the feeling of rightness just stays with you and like is there. And like, even with all of the imperfections and flaws, it just stays, and it feels like very right, in the sense of like it hits all the spots. It's like a very wholesome meal. And yeah, I think I'm starting to acknowledge to myself more that I actually just know this, and like waiting for that moment, waiting for it feel like the moment where it feels good and right, and like sometimes it's scary, but I've had many like instances of being scared and doing something and being extremely happy about those results. Look. So I think like, ow, I have like a twinge or something in my neck. More interesting branches. Wow, that hurt. I need like a massage or something. I have some kinks in different parts of my body that need working out. Yeah, I think today I'm just feeling very full of gratitude. You can walk with me on this path. Something else I think about when I'm talking about being like the most clear vessel is that we don't always need to speak. We don't always have to talk. Don't talk with people just for the sake of making small talk, but the idea that like we are like we're like plants, flowers, just a natural part of the ecosystem, and that where we stand and the land around us and the people around us and the time and particular mixture of all the ingredients that happen to be here breathe into you whatever the interactions and conversations like arise. This is following the natural order of the universe. So yeah, feels kind of like very pattern language, very Taoist, very. But I used to be like so like mind heavy, like I would have questions and I would be curious and I would ask all these questions and like kind of like grill people sometimes with all these questions that I was curious about, and like I think I've learned to relax back from that and just have like a normal conversation, which is like allowing the moment to sort of create the conversation instead of like my mind. Yeah, and similarly I sort of want like my movements and my emotions and my creativity and my thoughts and speech and oh no, there's a branch. I'm wearing a skirt. I want it to be like, I don't know, like a song, a melody, a flower, some light. I could practically disappear, and like that feels perhaps like very beautiful and exactly how it should be. And I've just come across a very cool tree. Let's walk to it. I'm a big fan of these trees that are here because they look like flowers. I've never seen trees that look so much like flowers before. Especially like the two trees in front of the chateau. I'll show you sometime. But yeah, this feels like a fitting end. Thanks for listening. Bye.